What is it about shoes anyway? From Prince Charming and the glass slipper, to the Chinese footbinder, to pointed ballet shoes, why does a woman's status and beauty have to be measured in her feet? In this day and age, high heels are worn to achieve a stylized image. The elevation of the heel gives the illusion of longer legs and dainty feet. The center of gravity is pushed forward, forcing the wearer to stick out their backside and chest to balance their weight. This posture places abnormal stress on the toes, feet, ankle, knees, hips, back, and neck. High heels were originally designed for horseback riding in the early 1500s. The heel was used to keep the rider's foot from sliding out of the stirrup. Heels later were worn for aesthetic purposes to appear taller by Italian noblewoman Catherine de' Medici, followed by King Louis XIV, who made them well known and even had a heel named after him, the Louis heel. Heels were popular among the higher class because they didn't do any physical labor and had the luxury of wearing footwear that weren't very practical. Heels are not meant to be worn all the time, especially by someone who has to constantly be on their feet. In today's culture, fashion and health consciousness are more intertwined than they ever have been in the past. Damage from wearing heels can limit women's participation in sports, running and jogging, and even walking long distances. Women are becoming more active and shouldn't be hindered by impractical shoes that were not meant to be used for any sort of movement. A recent survey of over 1,700 women reported 80% of high heel wearers having regular foot pain. By lifting the heel of the foot out of its natural position, it pushes the body forward, resulting in 80% of the person's weight falling onto the toes and ball of the foot, causing imbalance when standing on flat ground. The padded human heel is designed to absorb that shock. When the heel of the foot hits the ground while walking normally, the pressure is the same as 2.5 times the wearer's body weight. When all the weight is pressed into the toes, there is nothing to absorb the shock, and the pressure goes straight to the joints and the bones, causing discomfort. This is also why women are encouraged to glide on their toes similar to dancers instead of marching heel to toe, because this decreases the pressure of putting the full body weight on the foot. Foot deformities can also occur from wearing high heels. For example, the Haglund's deformity, a bump that develops on the back of the bone of the heel, caused by constant pressure over time. Toe deformities like hammer toe can also develop as a result of pointed narrow shoes crushing the end of the foot, causing the toe to curl. 90% of the 800,000 annual operations for foot bunions, hammer toes, and foot nerve injuries in the U.S. are caused by wearing high heels. While wearing heels, the spine is forced out of alignment. The pelvis tilts forward and increases the curve of the spine. The center of gravity is pushed forward and the spine tips backward to correct the balance. This can cause compression to the lumbar sacral junction and can lead to spinal disc problems. The most common injuries women suffer as a result of wearing high heels are sprains and fractures to the foot or the ankle. Heels are designed to point the toe downward, forcing the foot to rotate inward, increasing the chances of injuring the ankle. A survey of 1,000 women found that more than 40% had suffered an accident in their high heels, most often from falling over. According to the American Podiatric Medical Association, 2/3 of foot problems are caused by wearing ill-fitting shoes, and this is more common in women rather than men because of high heels alone. Most women wear heels that are too small. There should be 1 centimeter of room between your big toe and the end of the shoe, and there should be no pressure on the bones on the sides of your feet. Trying to make individual feet fit into the ideal fashion form causes many physical problems that can build up over time, creating issues for the future. Women should not wear high heels as frequently as they currently do. They may look fashionable on the runway or for an evening out, but wearing them on a daily basis will lead to medical and physical problems that build up over time. Even though there are solutions to slow down these issues, it still isn't the same as wearing comfortable shoes that support the body. 55% of women still wear high heels on a daily basis, despite all the warnings from the medical community. It's very similar to smoking. 1 cigarette won't harm you, but a lifetime of using them will. Consumers don't take it seriously until it's too late.